Investor here, bringing you another independent analysis. This time we're taking a look at ticker symbol MGT. That's Management Capital Investments Incorporated. But that's no longer the name of this company. McAfee did buy it over, become CEO, and change the name to McAfee Global Technologies. And I think McAfee Global Technologies fits that MGT ticker symbol much better than the old name. Just got to throw that out there. The chart we're looking at today is a 15-day chart. Each candlestick representing 15, oh, did I say 15 day? I'm sorry, 15 minutes. Each candlestick representing 15 minutes of trading. And on this chart today, we have the relative strength index, the volume, moving averages, and key areas of support and resistance. So we're going to briefly take a look at all those points. So McAfee Global Technologies, MGT, has been killing it recently. This stock has been on fire. But there is key resistance that we need to break above in order to see a push to $2. That key area of resistance is $1.72. That means that $1.55, $1.38, and $1.17 are now support levels. As long as we remain above that, that'll be support. If we break below 155, it could turn to resistance, and the same thing goes for 130, 138, and 117. But as it stands now, we have plenty of support, and we just need to break 172 to see a push to $2. Every time we've broken 172, here, we've broken down and we couldn't hold those levels. It got denied pretty strong here when it tested. It fell all the way back to around $1.55 from $1.87. That's a huge drop. It tested it again here and fell off even worse. Fell off to $1.50, channeled for a little bit, fell off even harder to $1.40, channeled for a little bit, fell off all the way to $1.20. Looks a little less than $1.20 even. But that bounce back tells me that people had bids all over the place around these $1.20 area. As soon as it dipped below, this thing shot back up. All those bids got filled, those orders got filled, and that buying pressure just shot this stock right back up. And it pushed above $1.40, turned it to support. More people saw this thing starting to run. They started buying in. It pushed above $1.55, turned it to support, and we had so much buying pressure, we tested $1.72 again. Now, when we tested $1.72 here, we fell back to $1.58. Which is significantly less than when we got denied here and fell all the way back to $1.50, $1.30, and ultimately $1.20. And when we broke above 172 and tested it here, we barely even dropped. Look at that. We tested it, got denied, but the price stayed above $1.60 really, and it closed right under $1.70. It closed actually right at $1.70 almost. So that's extremely bullish, you know. We got denied hard here. We got denied hard here. We got denied here, but it wasn't that hard. And then when we got denied here, it was almost not even a denial, you know. We didn't stay above, but we didn't really break down. So this thing really wants to break above $1.72. That is a key area of resistance. If we break $1.72 and turn it to support, I'm confident this thing can push to $2 relatively easily. Now, the only problem with that is the fact that we are now on a weekend. So we really need McAfee to keep hyping this thing up. He's been all over social media recently, doing a great job of promoting MGT. If that keeps up and if the volume is here on Monday, I'm confident we'll see a push to $2. Now, that said, if the volume doesn't come in on Monday, if there's some other crazy news on some other companies and people start turning their attention to that, then I think there's a good chance we don't break above 172. And we might start falling back to these key areas of support. But that's assuming that the volume doesn't come in. Like I said, if the volume stays the way it is now or increases, we will easily test $2. So the only time I'd be a little worried is if that volume starts drying up and this thing starts correlating down a bit, maybe back between $1.40, $1.50. That's where I could kind of see it channeling again. If that happens. Now that said, let's take a look at the moving averages. They're still in the perfect bullish pattern. We got the 200-day red, the 100-day orange, the 50-day yellow. The green and blue lines are touching each other. So we just need to see that blue line break for the upside, and then we'll be right back in our ultimate perfect bullish pattern of having all the fast moving averages above the slow. So the moving averages look great. The resistance levels look great. You know, it wasn't a strong denial at all. The volume has been great. It's a little less today, but we still had a great run up from $1.20 to test $1.72. So the volume's been great. The moving averages are great. The relative strength index has been great. If you take a look on the RSI, our oversold points from overbought, you can see that this is a much higher oversold area which means that when we went oversold, people were willing to pay a premium compared to over here when we were oversold. So overall, the chart looks great. If the volume comes in, look for a test of $2 on Monday easily. If we break 172 and have the volume, we'll easily test $2. But if that volume doesn't come in, I'm looking for this thing to probably start dropping down to $1.50, $1.40. That's my assumption. We have strong support at $1.40. Since we have those two moving averages right around $1.50, and then we have the 200-day red moving average at about $1.30. So breaking $1.50, we have good support here. I don't think it's too likely, but if it does happen, we'll probably test 140 and channel around there. Anyway, MGT has been a really interesting stock. I have a lot to say about this company, but I'm just going to keep rambling on this technical analysis, so I'm just going to wrap it up now before I start repeating myself and rambling. But it's a really exciting stock. I've been watching this thing every day, and my eyes have just been glued to the screen, and I'm sure I'm not the only trader who is in the same position. We're all kind of watching this stock. This thing has just been on fire, and I'm really excited to see what it does this coming week. If we have the volume, I am absolutely positive that this thing can keep going and break above $2 if it tests that area and has the volume. So we'll see a push to $2 with that volume in. Let's hope it continues, because this thing is super interesting to watch and super fun to watch. And that's all I got to say, guys. I will catch you on the next video, and let's have a great trading week this coming week. I'll catch you then. Take care.